Greetings, true believers. Your old pal Stan Lee here to welcome you to the 2010 Harvey Awards, or as I like to call them, the Eisners without all the bull. Now, as many of you know, the Harvey Awards are named after Harvey Kurtzman, famous cartoonist and creator of such influential books as Humbug and Mad. I created Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, and many of the most popular superhero franchises of today. But you don't see anybody giving out any Stan Lee awards. But I'm not bitter. All of the awards here tonight are decided upon by comic book creators and other professionals. So there's a lot of comics talent here in the audience tonight. I wish I could be there, but as we all know, I was banned back in 1992 for getting in a fist fight with Jim Shooter. Legally, I still can't talk about what happened, but let's just say no one calls Marie Severin a and gets away with it. The past year has been an exciting one in the world of comics. Perhaps the biggest news being Walt Disney's purchase of Marvel Entertainment. You know, a lot of people have been asking me how I feel about this deal. Well, let me go on record and say that Walt Disney was always and his mother too. In other news, the Apple iPad debuted, giving new comics readers an innovative way to read illegally downloaded comics. And on a sad note, this year brought the passing of comics legend Harvey Pekar. Harvey's work on American Splendor proved that there's a place in mainstream American culture for independent comics, unless you happen to be Scott Pilgrim. This year's crop of comics is just as exciting and fantastic as ever. Independent comics legend Robert Crumb illustrated the entire book of Genesis. Now, I haven't read the book of Genesis in a long time, but I don't seem to remember so many big-bosomed women and talking cats that smoke marijuana. But I could be mistaken. The book's secret identity published the fetish art of Superman co-creator Joe Shuster, which is great for me because I happen to be sitting on a literal treasure trove of Steve Ditko erotic art. And the book that everyone's talking about, Asterios Polyp, by David Mazid, the fellow who did Batman Year One. It's a highly experimental tale about an architect who's never actually built a building. Or at least that's what I'm told. To be honest, I read it and I have no idea what the was going on. There's so much more we can talk about here, but we should really get the ceremony started. I hope I haven't offended anyone here, and I hope you don't think that I'm bitter, because I'm not. Although I do wish you'd pay a little more attention to me, because otherwise I have to go work for Boom Studios, which I'm not even sure is a real publisher. I may have made it up, I don't know. So let me introduce tonight's host. His name is Scott Kurtz, and from what I'm told, he's a very successful cartoonist on the internet, which, as we all know, means nothing. So without further ado, welcome to the 2010 Harvey Awards, and please welcome your MC, Mr. Scott Kurtz. Oh, no, okay.